Hello! Alright, so the game that's playing in the background right now is one of the last games I played. It is ranked, it is Diamond League, and there is a lot of weird stuff going on in it. Like, for instance, just look at the team composition, and I'll just let it play on in the background, and I'm on the red team, by the way. So, yeah, I'm kinda frustrated now by the rank system in Heroes of the Storm, and I kind of want to open up a discussion in a sense, at least get people to tell me how the system actually is supposed to work and why it is so shitty. I have my own ideas obviously, but I personally feel that the entire HotS ranking system is completely bollocks and doesn't work at all. It is a nice idea, like to have bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond and all that jazz, with 5 tiers in each bracket. Because it is flashy, like when you get like platinum or when you get diamond, it's really cool to show off on your profile picture or on your frame. So don't get me wrong, I think it's a super cool idea, but it sucks in practice. Like the entire process of going up there and the players you face against and the people you play with. I have to go into like a little bit of backstory on how the placement matches went and what happened after my placement matches. So I started my placement matches after not playing for 2 months at Diamond 1. And that kind of made me a little bit frustrated, and I complained a lot to people, and because like I felt like I had nothing to do there. And that's kind of sad because even though I didn't feel like I belonged there because I have been not playing for a while, I was still doing better than most people on my team. Not only in stats, but just the flow of the game. And just let me say, I'm not boasting, I'm not trying to pull, well, I am trying to pull other people down, but I'm not trying to pull myself up because I am a above average player. And I'm gonna come to that later on, obviously, like my reasoning why I think the whole ranking system is pretty horrible, but that's just setting the stage basically for the clusterfuck right now. I was out of my placement matches with 2 wins and 8 losses. I ended up in Diamond 4 and was cool and all. It seemed that the placement system is working fine, all things considered. I lost my way all the way down to Platinum 1. Cool again, you know? I felt that was like a spot more suited for me in a sense. Then I started going on an insane winning streak. And after a super short time, I'm now in Diamond 4 again. And I have no idea how the hell, like, why am I back in Diamond 4? It makes no sense. This is Diamond. As I stated earlier, I consider myself an above average player, but like Diamond should be like the top of the crop, like top tier players, and that's the thing that really frustrates me because I have no place there at all. And neither do most of the people I'm playing with and playing against. There's a lot of super shitty people, including me obviously. And nothing really changed from like platinum to diamond, and it's insane. I did queue up with players in gold when I myself was in platinum, and like just like in diamond now, everything was just as clusterfucky as when I was playing in gold. It's like mind-boggling in a sense. It's insane. And my personal experience with playing Diamond, Gold and Platinum is that in Platinum and Diamond, there's a lot of roaming. People roam around, people do a lot of things that kinda speeds up the gameplay, but they are still horrible players. It's insane. My mind is bubbling right now because it's ludicrous. And like in Gold, there is a difference. They're still horrible players, but everybody is kinda laning. Kind of, for the most part at least, they're playing it more traditionally, like they used to do back in the day in Heroes of the Storm. So people stay in lane, but still play horribly. I have no words. I have a lot of words, but holy crap. And the worst part about all of this is that I don't feel like I belong up there in Diamond League, not at all. Especially, but just looking at the way I play and stuff like that, it is ludicrous. I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but it is mind-boggling. It really is. It sucks as well, because Diamond League should feel like you have achieved something. And As soon as the vanity of the frame goes away, and it doesn't matter anymore, it's just a shit show. It's horrible to play. It's horrible players, including myself. I shouldn't be there at all, including most of the players I play with and against, because all of them are basically shit. With exceptions, obviously, but I would say 90% of the people I play with and play against are just as horrible as me or worse than me. And it is so frustrating when I myself don't feel like I deserve to be playing in this league. So I have to ask someone, hopefully someone sees this and can enlighten me on the reasoning behind all this shit. Why is Diamond League so horrible? Why does Diamond Leagues feel so shitty? Why are there so many shitty picks? Why are there so many shitty players? Why is there so many shitty players in roles they don't clearly know how to play? It's supposed to be Diamond. And like, I would argue this shit should not even be in Platinum. All the stuff I see. But it's the same, like it's basically the same. Diamond and Platinum is the same shit. With horrible players. And it's just frustrating as heating balls, sweaty vaginas. I just can't wrap my head around it. I need someone to help me figure this out, because this is driving me insane. And like I have to say, the players are great to play with. Like everybody, well, I would say everybody that I have come across is super nice and understanding and wants to win. And there's like nearly no toxicity at all. And that's super surprising. But again, I feel like it's kind of besides the point. And I do just kind of want to end this with my own theory on why it is as it is. But I am obviously, like that's the whole reasoning behind this video, is to have people kind of tell me how they feel about this, why they think the reasoning behind all this is. And I'm just gonna go straight into it. And like, one of the first things that pops into my head is that I have a feeling that people forget that personal hero knowledge is always better than doing some stupid, new, impressive meta, pro level dumb stuff. People pick dumb stuff they can't play just because, and that might be a reasoning for it. And then I'll jump on to my second theory, I guess. And that is that it is hard as nails to actually go down in rank. And I think that's like a kind of a huge problem. You have this buffer when you, like, you know, you're about to go down in rank, but you have to play this one more extra game, and if you win it, you don't go down in rank. And I feel that mechanic right there is one of the things that kind of keeps people in ranks they necessarily don't belong in. It would have been better to have it like it is now, with how you advance into a next rank, well, a next league or a next bracket or whatever. But if you go below the skill points you need, I feel you shouldn't have a next, like a second life kinda. You should just drop down and be done with it. And then you have to climb yourself up, go through the advancement challenge or whatever the hell it's called, and if you do it, cool, you might improve, you might get better. But if you suck and go down, I don't think you should have that buffer there to actually lift you back up again, because that keeps a lot of people in a rank or whatever I don't feel they necessarily belong in. And I do kind of want to add something else here that I noticed. Let me just say, this has nothing to do with why the ranking system is so horrible. This is more like a personal preference, I guess, because they did change a lot of stuff since the last time I played. And I do have never had any problems with a 2-man queue limit for ranked. That kind of makes sense, in a way, to me at least. But I would like to see them remove the annoyance of not being able to play with someone 2 leagues under you or 2 leagues above you. Because in the end, it doesn't really matter at all. The rank system is just fluff for assholes that can't play the game. So if I'm a diamond player and I can't play with my gold player, to me that makes no sense. Especially seeing how bad people play and seeing, like, how much it doesn't really make a difference at all. So that's just a little annoyance to me, kind of, because it does suck. I can't play with my friends and all that jazz, and I don't know. It doesn't feel right in a sense. Because I understand the reasoning behind them doing it, obviously. That's to make the ranking system a lot better and have a higher skill ceiling and stuff like that. But it doesn't work at all. If someone starts out in silver and loses, I don't know, this might be wrong though, if they have at least like a 51% win chance or win rate, they can be Diamond 1. But I don't think anyone with 51% win chance should be Diamond 1. That is just insane. And just to wrap it up with some general chat or German chat, I'm playing in EU. So, like, I do occasionally see people like joking around that like the bronze and silver players are always trolling. They are not bad players, they just troll. They have wide understanding of the game, but they're just trolling people. And that's cool, that's like interesting. But then on the flip side though, like diamond players, they are just straight up bad. So in a sense, kinda, by the logic of the chat, I know it's just bullshit obviously, but in a sense then, because bronze players have a better knowledge and understanding of the game, they just choose to troll it away. They are a lot better players than the current diamond players that are just bad players. And yeah, I just think that's a little bit funny in a way. And I would like to thank all the 2 people that actually sat through this and hopefully gives me some kind of insight. And have a good night.
Try not to suck in Hero League. Shit!
Red team is victorious.